So here is the frame. This is part of it. This is the frame we saw last week. Motor module saw last week. I'm going to get this electric motor out of the way. And this is what it looks like with the suspension modules added. They're made out of 1/2-inch plywood instead of aluminum. And I don't know if you can see it, but I used door hinges instead of the eye bolts that are on the original design. I'm just trying to get something together here to figure out whether this is going to look right. And to me, it doesn't look right. These wheels look too small. It doesn't look like a car. It looks like, I don't know, not even a scooter. So the suspension isn't finished. What it needs is there's an angle connection up here, and then it needs about a 10-inch strut. These will be a little smaller because of this sitting up here, but it would be 8 inches, 8.5 inches, kind of thing. So that's what keeps the wheel from going like this. That's what it's supposed to do when it hits bumps, but it's supposed to go back down. Anyway, I don't think that this is workable, just because the wheels are simply not big enough. One more thing I was going to do is just check the clearance. So this is set up approximately level, and we have 3 3/4 inches at the back, and at the front, just because of the way that the wheel is mounted, we got a little bit more. We're looking at about 4 3/4. So this is the tire that I got from the carryall. It's another electric vehicle that we've recycled. It is about the right height. It's a little wide for a car, but I think we'll make it work. The suspension is going to have to be a little less beefy. I mean, I could even put in a solid dowel kind of thing, because these are turf shaver tires. They only have like 10 or 12 pounds in them, so they're going to have some sort of suspension to them in any case. And we're at 5 1/4 on the back. And I don't have one on the front, but I will adjust it so that we'll get 5 1/4 or so on the front. So I think that's a reasonable solution. The tires are 8 inches wide and 16.5 inches tall, and they stick out almost a foot from the frame. So it's a 24-inch frame. Check that. 24-inch frame, and a foot on each side is going to get us to 4 feet wide. And for reference, this is the tire that we're going to be using on Weston's monster truck. It has more clearance again because it's taller. We are up to 7 inches at the back. The tire itself is 20 inches tall and almost 10 inches wide. We're now up to 13.5 inches from the frame, and it actually sticks above the frame. So the portion of the frame that I'm building on top of the car frame to make it look more like a truck is going to end up having to have some spacers so that it clears the tires. I'm probably going to have to go up, I would say 6 inches before I go over top of the tires. So just to give you a bit of an example there, the wheel that we've got on the car is from the scooter, and the big piece of iron there with the axle sticking out is the steering, or part of the steering linkage for the carryall. So it's quite a bit beefier. I'm going to be taking the steering components and the wheels back off and putting them into a container for a future project. I'll put the bearings back together as best I can, because it's even a half-scale model. This stuff wasn't quite large enough. I'm thinking if I ever make a 1/3 scale model, that these would be probably the appropriate size for it.